guys, it's Misty from Gigi's Crib and Creche. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay. Not bad. Last week was... The reason why I didn't do any last week is because something got up under my dentures and it cut the roof of my mouth really bad. So I basically lived on oatmeal and applesauce. And I got sore talking really quickly. So I'm even trying to have a conversation. I mostly talked with Lisa last week a few times, but yeah. So anyway, hi, welcome back if you're my old subscribers. And come on in if you're new subscribers. Don't forget to like, share, and comment if you want to. So I just came from Walmart and oh my gosh, you can tell Wisconsin people got their food stamps. I didn't get all of mine, but whatever. So everybody must have just gone to the store at the same time because Walmart had nothing. I cannot tell you how much of my grocery list they did not have. The shelves were bare so much. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't plan to stock ahead because they didn't think we were going to get food stamps, because some states got food stamps, but other states didn't make it before the whole, no, we're not going to use the money. Yes, we are. You have to use the money. Anyway, so they rescinded or reneged, or I don't even know what proper word is for it, but they, said, nope, can't send food stamps out. Well, Wisconsin was one of the very first to get that, so we made it luckily. But yeah, it was like everybody went to the store at the same exact time, and there were tons of people that were, getting the orders ready that people had got done online, and it was like they're looking around, but there's no food here. No food here, and this is why older people go to Pick and Save. It's more expensive, but maybe it's just better stocked. But I am not buying cat food and cat litter and everything else at Pick and Save. Forget that. I've seen it. No. I'll order off of Amazon before I do that. And litter has gotten so expensive that I just buy the $10. Because honestly, there is not a litter in the galaxy that would cover his particular litter box smell. Because it is horrible. And I have spray right by it. I actually bought some little things to go in the litter. It's supposed to keep it fresh for a week. Yeah, we'll see. I have no faith in that. I've been Febrezing and nothing's been happening. I wish there was somewhere else to put it besides in my closet, because my closet's very small, and obviously I don't want my clothes smelling like nasty. So I'm looking for one of those, I don't know if you guys, those of you who have cats who've ever seen them, they have like these little like end tables that you can put the cat litter in, but then it's still covered, so it looks like a piece of furniture, I guess. And I thought, well, I could put that in my closet, and then I could at least put some things on top of the, and it's such a tiny closet as it is. There is no bathroom closet. I can't put it in the front closet because that has to stay closed. Obviously, it's a bifold, so you can't just leave it open. Because, I guess I could, but I don't want to be running into it all the time. And there's really nowhere else to put it other than my bedroom closet. I could put it out here, but I don't know, I'd rather have my bedroom smell and shut the door than people come. Anyway, so I've been gone for a week. Sorry. Still sore, but better. Obviously I wear my dentures. So I went I went shopping and I picked up something, Lisa. They're very good. I don't want them to fall over. Anyway, so today we are going to read some more of the Remarkable Women of the Bible by Elizabeth George. I almost read that backwards. And their message for your life today, whatever. Or the Remarkable Women of the Bible and their message for your life today. And we'll be continuing Rebecca's story. When Lisa was talking last night, I think it was last night, about she was reading from the Bible about Esau and Jacob. Isaac had two sons, Jacob and Esau. And Jacob wanted to give his, I know too many biblical names. Isaac wanted to give, and I'm having a brain fart now which one it is, but he wanted to give his promise to the oldest born, the one who popped out first. Much like Abraham had a promise to give his son, and he got impatient and had another son, and then they went to war. And then Rebecca got it into her head that, she wanted the one so it's funny how this promise, people keep passing this promise down, but it seems to really cause a lot of family strife, you think? Weird. Maybe we shouldn't give out inheritances before we die. I don't know. Or promises. Maybe we don't do it anymore. Anyway, so we're going to change my little Betty and my Ellie today and finish reading that. So let me get the camera turned back around. Let me pause it right quick. Okay, so this is Rose. So we're going to change Rose into another purple outfit because I like purple. So I think she looks cute in purple. Goes good with her complexion. And I love this little bee outfit. It's my favorite outfit. She's obviously been in it for a while. And she loves her mommy. See? I love mommy. Yeah, that doll that I sent to Lisa, I have a girl one, and a sleep girl one with actual hair, and it was supposed to be ethnic, dark ethnic. I don't even know what to say anymore without getting in trouble with somebody. But it was supposed to be a dark baby, and it is not. I mean, it's about the same color of my daughter, and she's half Native American, but it's not darker. But anyway, I'm actually going to give her to my niece. But I picked her up the other day to move her around to do something, and man, I forgot how heavy I made her. So, I don't know. I may just have to get a bigger baby and just not weight it, Maybe only weight the body and not the arms and the head, because it just gets to be too much for me to haul around because of my back. And I'm looking at 2 sculpts really right now that I'd like to get when I have the money. But one of them, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I have my reasons. And then the other one is the Maddie sculpt, and I don't know, I want to make sure that I can afford to get one with hair, because I want to do the hair. I like to do the hair. My daughter did not have hair. She She didn't have hair until she was like 2, and then, like I said before, she proceeded to cut it all off. So I think it was her 4th birthday, she had less hair than her brother, her twin brother, let's just put it that way. She yeah, she cut it all off. There was no saving it, no nothing. And the funniest thing is I did the exact same thing when I was her age. And apparently, and I know from hearing it 100 times, it's hilarious. But I know from the story that I got mine way short too. So I guess my daughter and I both had boy cuts for a little while. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does that purple go with it? I knew I should have done something with your pigtails, but you still look cute. Yes, you do. We're still a cute baby. Yes, she is. She's just a cute baby. I did a decent job on weighting her, because she will lay up against the wall really well and just kind of sit there. But how can you not? This is just the cutest doll in the world. Well, one of them. But yeah, I love her. One of my favorites. All right, let's change the other one. Oh, there went my blanket that I got on sale at Walmart for half off, because apparently, though I think this is Thanksgiving or just fall in general, it's considered Halloween. So, and I saw my first Thanksgiving outfits on sale at my Walmart for $4, and they were like originally $15. And I was like, oh, where is that? Because there was only 2 of them, and they were both too big for my babies. So, actually, I should have probably got it to put on Jade's doll, because it would have fit her, but I found another outfit, and I was selfish. And so, I got another outfit. But if you live near a Walmart, go to the baby section and feel this sleeper that I'm going to put on her. And if you are anybody that has, like, you like soft things, like if you're autistic or ADHD, or you have sensory processing disorder, you are going to love the feel of this sleeper. It is why can't they make them in like big people size, like, and just have a little lovey, like an extra piece of fabric hanging off the end of one hand so you can just rub your face on it. Because yeah, that's what I do, because I'm weird. Lisa and I were talking about that lemon outfit that she put on. It was on Charlotte, right? And then that I had the matching outfit also. I did a short last night before. I think the night before. I keep on thinking that's the Kleenex. I did a short on my channel, and you can see my Pika sculpt in that whole outfit. She's actually over there. I mean, I suppose I could grab her and show her. It wouldn't be that big of a deal, but yeah, she looks really cute in it. But this outfit, you guys, it's almost like a cross between velour. I don't know, maybe they call this velour. Maybe this is today's velour. But it's amazing. And it's got that kind of like that velour. I don't even know if I'm using the right word, guys. But it's got that sheen to it. I don't know if you guys can pick that up in my... But it's got this like glimmer to it. A shine almost to it. Now, this is going to be, okay, this is a newborn, right? This, I think, is, yeah, the other Christmas stuff for the babies was already out. When I looked at it last night, I think, I looked and they said there were Christmas outfits for newborns in stock, and they were gone by the time I got there today at like 3 o'clock. So, yeah. So that sucked. Guess I'll just have to order. I just need to order one more girl outfit, and then maybe, because my boys have matching outfits, but I want the girls to have, both have, I have one dress, red dress with a deer on it, so I really only have to get one more girl Christmas dress. And then I have Christmas sleepers, so Ellie here will be fine, because she's my cuddle baby. Some of these are like tight, and some of these aren't. Do you know what these guys, do you guys know what these are made out of? You could make these at home. These are made out of basically like hosiery, hose. So like, if in your state, town, whatever, you go to the girl section, it's hosiery. So you could buy hose and, I mean, make it yourself. I don't know that it would be cheaper, but I'm just saying, if you desperately need a bow collar and you can't find it, check the hose section of the women's and then the little girls, because that's exactly what that is. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Look at her pretty. She's so pretty and soft. Yeah. Are you soft? She's so soft. But I don't know. I hope you guys can see this, like this sheen on it. It's so pretty. And let me tell you, it is already below 30 here. I just about froze when I went out because I wasn't thinking about my Renaud's. Thankfully, I had a pair of gloves in the car, but all I had was my leather winter gloves, and I was just wearing a hoodie, so it's not like I looked real swell. You know, my leather gloves did not coordinate with my Hello Kitty. You guys see that? I'm having trouble with these babies today. Okay. Give me just a sec. All right, so this is my little Pika Mini. She's adorable, but she is, yeah, she's very small. I think she's 16 inches. And I got her, when I got her, I wasn't thinking that 16 inches was that small, but yeah, kind of is. But, you know, my kids were both small. But it's so funny. So she's like 16 inches, right? Her eyes reminded me of my daughter's eyes. So my daughter had big eyes. She still does. But there's a photo of her. So anyway, but I got, this is a preemie, and it's still, like, this outfit was teeny tiny. I mean, I don't know if I just got like a weird one, but yeah, because this was okay. This was like a fine size. It was a little, but man, and the jacket's a fine size, but the pants are huge. And then I didn't buy the shoes at the same time I bought the outfit because I don't usually buy shoes unless they're on sale. But because the shoes are sometimes as much as the outfit. So there's the little lemon shoes. And now every time I see a lemon, I think, the love of God has got me clean, no Old Spice. I'm chilling in the shade. Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. Lemonade. Yes. Okay, I can stop being weird now. But yeah, so every time I see a lemonade now, I'm like thinking about lemonade and how God uses lemons and makes lemonades. And I tell you, that was the craziest thing. The singer, skateboarding young guy, Forrest Frank. Oh, knocked your bow off. He was skateboarding, and you can see the movie. He posted the movie. He posted the video online of like how he hit his back and where in his driveway he hit his back. And I think it was something like 2 weeks later he went in. Just a couple weeks later he went in, and he had broken his back in like two places, or at least. But he went in later and he got x-rays, and they were already healed. Like nothing had happened. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I still believe in miracles. So, and he is the, hold on a second. Okay, that's better. He is a singer who keeps having these viral dances going, well, viral. So there was the lemonade one. Now there's a new one out, Celebration. What was the one before that? Put my heart back together. I searched the world till my head. Your Way's Better. Sorry, I had to sing it for a minute. But yeah, so that was him that broke his back, and then he went in 2 or 3 weeks later, and apparently it had healed. So that's pretty awesome, I think. Sorry, drink. Okay, so we're back with Rebecca and Isaac. And chapter 6, this is Tests of Faith. And Rebecca said to Isaac, I am weary of my life. In Genesis 27:46. We never know what a day holds, do we? But an ordinary day can mark the beginning of an extraordinary journey. That's what happened to Rebecca. How could she have known that on that ordinary day back in her hometown, an ordinary trip to the town well would change the course of the history of the world? Rebecca had simply gone, as she did every day of her life, to draw water for the household. Yet, on that God-appointed day, a stranger was waiting there, and the well is history. And well, the rest is history, sorry. I'm getting a little tired. As our Rebecca began her remarkable journey into God's will, her beloved family stood on the road and called out their blessings for her life to come. Oh, sister, may you become the mother of tens of 10,000s. And it happened just as they said. Rebecca came the mother of millions. Their prayers for Rebecca echoed God's promise that Abraham's many descendants would be victors over all. But wait, we're getting ahead of the story. Before she became a mother, Rebecca had to become a wife. So how does a woman become a wife? I have no idea. I don't know, I'm not married. But if you know, let me know. There were many steps for Rebecca, steps that involved prayer along with parental permission and blessing. With these important preliminaries taken care of, Rebecca set off on her journey of faith. From that point on, it went like this for Rebecca, as she encountered one test of her faith after another. Test 1. Leaving all. Every healthy marriage involves leaving and cleaving. That means leaving your parents and then cleaving or sticking to or staying with your partner. Like, instead of your parents taking care of you, you and your partner take care of each other. You answer to your partner, your husband or your wife now, not your mom and dad. There are many steps for our Rebecca, steps that involved prayer along with parental permission and blessing. With these, I already read that. Okay. Every healthy marriage involves leaving and cleaving, and it was no different for Rebecca's. After a bittersweet farewell to her family and a long journey through the desert, Rebecca caught the first glimpse of Isaac, her husband-to-be. He was in the fields that evening as her caravan moved slowly towards the end of the strenuous 500-mile trek from her home to his. Isaac, who was walking and meditating, praying and waiting, spotted the camels coming. Could it be, he wondered? Was it possible the old servant had found a bride for him? God be praised. The answer to both heart cries was yes. So Isaac took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. One of God's remarkable women of faith all those ages ago, Rebecca took the next step in God's divine design for her life. On that day, surely Rebecca hoped to be the kind of wife God wanted her to be. Checkpoint on the journey. If you two are married, take to heart these guidelines from God. Leave your family and cleave to your husband. When you marry, you are free forever from the authority of your parents and joyfully bound to your husband. He, not your father or mother, brothers or sisters, is to be the most important person in your life. Help your husband. God has ordained your role as one of helping, of using your energy to assist your husband with his responsibilities, his tasks, his goals. Follow your husband. Only one person at a time can successfully lead any organization or institution, and in your home, God has given that difficult role of leadership to your husband. Your role is to follow. Respect your husband. How lovely it is to be in the presence of a wife who respects her husband. She shows her respect. She speaks it. She treats her husband as she would treat Christ himself. This is God's lovely high calling for you too, dear wife. Barrenness. God's ways are not our ways, and God's timing is not always our timing. Isaac's beautiful bride Rebekah had to learn these two lessons about God's plans. You see, their marriage made in heaven had one flaw. 20 years passed, and there was no baby. Sound familiar? Abraham and Sarah, now Isaac and Rebekah. No baby to love, no baby to continue the family line, no baby to stand as a flesh and blood testimony of God's faithfulness to his promise. As God reports it, she was barren, and that was a test for Rebekah. Consider how such heartache is often handled today. Doctors are consulted, parents are informed, best friends are updated daily. Husbands can become the target of much anger, blaming, belittling, and criticism. Emotions swing from shock to sorrow, from fear to panic. Arguments and complaints, mixed with tears of discouragement and depression, ring through homes where the happy blessing of children have been withheld. What word of advice would God's couple, Rebekah and Isaac, have for us today when our dreams are thwarted? In a word, pray. Now Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord granted his plea, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. We don't know how many prayers for how many years were lifted to God on Rebekah's behalf, but we do know that prayer was the means by which Rebekah entered into God's plan and his timing. Indeed, God's ways and His will come in His own perfect time. Like coral strands beneath the sea, so strongly built and chaste, the plans of God unfolding show no signs of human haste. For what are you waiting, dear one? Leave the desires of your heart with God through prayer and live each day in full contentment and confidence in your life, just as it is a part of God's perfect plan and His perfect timing. With prayer, you can enjoy God's peace that passes all understanding for one more day, for as many days as God's plan and God's timing takes. Each year of its life, a tree grows new wood. The new wood nourishes the roots, fruit, and flowers, which are evidence that a growth has occurred. And like a tree, Rebecca was also growing as she learned new lessons for life. One of those lessons was that prayer is the best way to handle the events and difficulties of life. The two major blessings in her heart had indeed happened when people prayed. The blessing of marriage. Abraham's servant had prayed for a bride for Isaac, and God had led him to Rebekah. Prayer was a key factor in Rebekah becoming Isaac's wife. The blessing of children. When Rebekah was still barren after 20 years of marriage, Isaac prayed to God, and she conceived. Prayer was a primary reason she was pregnant. But now something was wrong. Rebekah was pregnant, and it was a problem pregnancy. Feeling an uneasy commotion in her body, she wondered, if all is well, why am I like this? Yeah, she probably felt them rolling around in there, because let me tell you, my daughter would make me so sick, rolling around in my stomach, and you could see her little body rolling around, because she was small. She didn't ever really lose much room, even up until the end. When I was skinny and pregnant, people didn't even, I had one lady ask me at like 8 months if I'd already had the baby. And I'm like, no, I still have a month to go. She was that small. And she had room to, stretch out and roll. And man, she made me, I already had morning sickness, but after that, that was, oh man, I remember that. Yep. I have a story about her for another time. About a concert I went to when I was pregnant. But now it was a Christian concert, by the way. And it was just funny. Okay, I'll tell it quick. I was like 6, 7 months pregnant with her. And we went to Winter Jam. And Toby Mac had to be there. And that's who I named my cat after. He's my favorite Christian singer. And Hawk Nelson played this I think it was Hawk Nelson, this band played this really insanely rocky, and I like rocky music, but it was like, I don't know, it was just loud and rocky. And I started like cramping, my stomach. It was like Gracie was not liking that at all. I did not feel well. And the next guy that came on was Toby Mac, and she started just like leaping and like dancing to the music, to Toby Mac. I went from feeling like crap to feeling amazed at that my child in my stomach had already like determined what kind of music she liked. Or, that the music that I was listening to while she was still in the womb, she was hearing, and she had already chosen, oh, I don't like this one, but I like this one. It was just amazing to feel her. It was crazy. And my friend beside me felt my stomach, and it was just crazy. It was crazy how that girl moved around when Toby Mac came on. And if I don't see him today or on this earth, then I'll see him in heaven and tell him about it, because I think that's pretty cool. As the pregnancy and her worries continued, the blossoming fruit of spiritual growth burst forth. Rebecca went to inquire of the Lord. Her understanding of God's power encouraged her to depend on Him more fully. What are you doing, Toby? I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing? He's behind the garbage can, and he always wants in the kitchen closet because I think he wants to check it out, but I don't want him in there. Her understanding of God's power encouraged her to depend on him more fully, and she was not disappointed. The Lord spoke to her. You can be confident that God listens to your prayers when you call on him. You too can grow to depend more fully on God's power and his love by praying in your difficulties. Such asking in prayer helps you look at the problem in the light of God's power instead of looking at God in the shadow of your problems. Asking in prayer reaps other fruit too. Prayer deepens your insight into what you really need. Prayer broadens your appreciation for God's answers. Prayer allows you to mature so you can use his gifts more wisely. Rebecca's problem was a pregnancy. What is yours? Whatever your pain or problem, trial or temptation, suffering or sorrow, follow in Rebecca's footsteps of faith and inquire of the Lord. Ask in prayer, and as the familiar hymn advises, take it to the Lord in prayer. And I'm going to stop right there because there's still a couple more pages. So next video I will finish this up and I'll try to do one more often, but I couldn't talk at all. So my answer was to make a couple shorts of the babies so people could see them. But yeah, I couldn't talk. It hurt bad. So I'll be careful what I eat from now on. My bangs are annoying me. Anyway, I don't really have any other news. So I'm going to let y'all go for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I hope it's not 20 some odd degrees where you are because it's freezing. And I have Raynaud's, and in the winter my fingers like to go white. So I am now going to have to prepare myself for that because that can get painful. Anyway, so I am going to let you guys go. I hope you guys, like I said, have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you want to. Y'all have a great day. I said that like 3 times now. Hey, 3 times charms. So keep your head up and your faith strong, okay? And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.